Welcome to another edition of Q&A with Coach. It's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. As always, if you have questions for future editions of Q&A with the Coach, just leave them in the comments down below. I read your comments. Our friend Nicholas sends me this question. I want to ask, what quantity of fights or field of experience should a combat sports trainer have? I, for example, have, and then he lists this long list of stuff that he's done, martial arts experience, competition experience, etc. And ends the question by saying this: what I don't have is professional fight experience in kickboxing or MMA. By your opinion, am I qualified to teach a combat sport? If yes, which and why? Look, I got questions like this all the time. I've fielded a few of them, but I'm going to tell you something I've never really addressed before, and it's pretty simple. Regardless of what your experience is, even if you're the best cage fighter in the world, even if you have black belts in every fighting style, even if you have a perfect fight record of 1,000,000-0, you're going to suck as a combat sports instructor when you start out. To be good as a combat sports instructor or coach, you need experience being a combat sports instructor or a coach. Sounds pretty simple when you put it like that. But why? Why isn't competition enough? Why isn't having the experience or the black belt enough? Because that's a different thing than coaching and teaching. You want to get good at fighting, you practice fighting. You want to get good at teaching, you practice teaching. You want to get good at coaching, you practice coaching. It really is that simple. Coaching, teaching, instruction, these are their own unique fields, and you need to respect that. Everybody is going to suck as a coach or a teacher or an instructor when they start out, and it's going to take many, many hours over the course of many, many years of experience to change that. The more you put into it, the better you're going to get. The more you learn from trial and error, the better you're going to get. A common mistake that I see from instructors in general of any discipline is falling into a routine and thinking that this is the end-all be-all of teaching. I will only illustrate my point with this one example. Forever and ever, amen. And if people don't get that example, if it doesn't jive with them, if it doesn't resonate with them, too bad. They need to change. Your job as an instructor, as a coach, as a teacher, and those are all different things. They're different things, but they're related fields. They're related in the fact that you are facilitating combat sports athletes to succeed in winning fights. Or if you're an instructor teaching people who have no interest in fighting, you're facilitating the process of helping them to be better at martial arts. Generally speaking, right? And if you get stuck in a rut thinking, what I do on day one is what I'm going to be doing on day 100, you've missed the point entirely. If you're coaching the same way after 10 years that you coached on year one, you probably suck as a coach. And you got to make changes. Let me amend that. You do suck as a coach and you got to make changes. Because nobody starts out perfect. Nobody. Let me give you an analogy. Ever hit a speed bag? A lot of people ignore it because there's a learning curve to it. You got to spend some time before you can use that thing and look cool on it. And nobody doesn't want to look cool in the gym, and so a lot of people avoid that. Most people do. Everybody sucks at the speed bag at first, but you put in the time, and then eventually you look pretty good at the thing. Then you can learn some stuff. Nobody expects to be great at it at the beginning. I guess some people do. Some delusional people do. Pick up a musical instrument, hand that to somebody. Here's a cello. You ever played a cello before? No, I've never even plucked a string before. Well, go ahead and play me a complex piece of music on that thing, but I can't. I've never practiced before. Well, that makes sense, right? Coaching is the same thing. Teaching is the same thing. Instruction is the same thing. You're going to suck when you start. You're going to get better the more you invest into it. So you have some martial arts experience. Great. Cool. You got a bunch of stuff to draw on. That by itself doesn't qualify you for instruction or coaching or anything like that, but it certainly will help you get your foot in the door and help you lay the foundation for learning how to coach. You gotta learn how to learn how to learn. My friends, that being said, thank you for watching. Now get out there and train.